Hey guys, it's Rachel from Hope Corner Farm. By day, I'm a home ec teacher who teaches hundreds of students how to crochet, quilt, sew, and cook. And today we're going to learn how to create this large crochet flower. It's a great flower for putting onto headbands or other crocheted projects. It's pretty easy to complete and you'll make it up in no time. For this crochet flower, you're going to need a yarn of your choice. I have just a medium weight size 4 yarn here. You're going to need a J-hook is what I've chosen for this project. You're going to need a yarn needle and a pair of scissors. So let's grab a hook and some yarn and we'll get crocheting. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos, and give me some feedback on this video. Give me a like or a comment. Let me know what I did well or things that I could improve upon. For our flower, we're going to need a J-hook. We're going to need a pair of scissors, a yarn needle, and some medium weight yarn. We're going to start our flower with a magic circle. So for a magic circle, I grab with my thumb and my index finger. I drape over the top of my 3 fingers. I come down and underneath. I come up and I cross over. I take my hook, I go underneath the first loop, and then I grab the second loop. I pull through, so it looks like that, and then I twist my hook, so my loop looks like that. Now I'm going to grab here and pinch onto this space right here with my index finger and my thumb, and then that way I can get my hand ready to go for my crocheting. So now I'm going to chain 2. So there's 1 and then there's 2. Now into this loop here, I'm going to place a double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, go into the loop. I'm going to yarn over, pull through the loop. There's 3 on my hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then I'm going to chain 1. Now for the rest of the stitches that go into this magic circle, I'm actually going to place what we call a double crochet cluster. So what this looks like, now there are a lot of variations of double crochet clusters. I'm going to show you this one that I used for this flower. So I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to go into the loop, I'm going to yarn over, pull through the loop. Now I've got 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull through 2 loops. Now I've got 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over again, go back into the magic circle. I'm going to yarn over again, pull through the magic circle. Now I've got 4 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops. There's 3 on my hook, and I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And that completes one double crochet cluster. Now I'm going to chain 1. And I'm going to repeat. I'm going to put another double crochet cluster into that magic circle. By the time I'm done with this, I'm going to have 7 double crochet cluster stitches plus my start here where I have my chain 2 and my double crochet, which is going to count as an 8th. So again, we're going to go into the circle and do another double crochet cluster. So yarn over into the circle, yarn over, pull through the circle, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, back into the circle, yarn over, pull through the circle, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 3 loops, and then I'm going to chain 1. Again, so now I've got 2 double crochet clusters. We're going to put another one in there. So we're going to go in, go through 2, yarn over into the circle, yarn over through the circle, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 3 loops. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to place another double crochet cluster in there. So what we're doing here is creating petals to our flower, and the chain 1 space is going to give first off those petals definition, and also it's going to give us a place to work our next row of stitches. So right now I've got 4 double crochet clusters here. I need to do 3 more. So we're going to yarn over, go into the circle, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go into the circle, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 3, and chain 1. We're going to place another one. So we're going to have 2 more here that we need to do. And this is our last double crochet cluster. So again, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're putting 7 into the magic circle here. So yarn over into the loop, yarn over, pull through the loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, back into the circle, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 3 loops, and then chain 1. So this is what it looks like here. I'll set this down for a second. Before we tighten our circle, this is what we look like at the moment. Let's see if I can get that to lay a little bit straighter. There we go. So now what I'm going to do here is I need to untwist this yarn tail here. So this is what it looks like now after I've untwisted the yarn tail. Let's see if I can get that to lay flat here. And then all we need to do to tighten this circle is to just pull on this yarn tail and pull gently, keep pulling until it's nice and tight there. So that's what it looks like now after we've pulled it tight. Then to finish this round, we're going to take and we're going to slip stitch to this very first space right here. We're going to go here, slip stitch through that, and that completes round 1. Now we're ready for round 2 for our flower. So what we need to do to begin, if you look closely at this, you can see my clusters here, and we've got our chain 1 spaces. We are going to be working into the chain 1 spaces for this round. So we're not working into anything else other than the chain 1 spaces all the way around this circle. So what I need to do is I'm going to go into the first chain 1 space, and I'm going to slip stitch into that space to get my yarn over there. Now I'm going to chain 1, then I'm going to take and place a half double crochet into that space. Now we're going to place a treble crochet, so we're going to yarn over twice for that, go into the same chain 1 space, and we're going to complete our treble crochet there. We're going to go into the same chain 1 space and half double crochet. We're going to chain 1, and the final stitch that we're going to place into this chain 1 space is a slip stitch. And that completes 1 petal in the 1 chain 1 space. Now we're going to move to the next chain 1 space, and we're going to work our next petal. So we're going to come over here into this space, and we're going to place a single crochet. Then we're going to chain 1, then we're going to half double crochet, then we're going to place a treble crochet, then we're going to half double crochet, we're going to chain 1 and slip stitch, all in that same space. So there is our second petal. We're going to keep repeating this in all the chain 1 spaces around, so we're going to go into the next chain 1 space here. We're going to single crochet, we're going to chain 1, we're going to half double crochet, we're going to treble crochet, we're going to half double crochet, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to slip stitch. Go to the next space. So we're going to go into here. Single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, treble crochet, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. There's our 4th petal. Go into the next space. We're going to single crochet, we're going to chain 1, half double crochet, treble crochet, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. Next chain 1 space, single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, treble crochet, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. So now we have 2 left here. So we single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, treble crochet, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. Then we're going to go into this final space. We're going to single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, treble crochet, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. And that completes our second round of our flower. So if I set it down here, you can see all of my little petals that have started to develop in all those chain 1 spaces. For round 3, we're going to actually kind of work on the back side of this flower. So what we need to do is we're going to start by chaining 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to come over here, we're going to bring this chain 4 to the back side of the flower. So it's not coming across the front, it's coming across the back. And then we're going to slip stitch around the slip stitch from the previous row. So that was always our ending stitch of each petal. So right there, we're going to slip stitch around that. We're going to come from the back side, we're going to pop up, we're going to go across the front of that stitch and go back down. And then we'll place our slip stitch, it'll go right around that other slip stitch. So that has created this loop back here, and that's what we're going to work our next row into, is this chain 4 loop that's on the back side. So we're going to repeat. We're going to chain 4. We're going to come and we're going to slip stitch around the slip stitch from the previous row here. Chain 4. So we're going to have 8 chain 4 loops on the back side of this flower. So every time we slip stitch, then we chain 4, move to the next slip stitch, and slip stitch around it until we have 8 chain 4 spaces. Come to the next one here. So for this very last chain 4, we're not going to go around a slip stitch. We're actually going to slip stitch into the first chain of the first chain 4 loop. Hopefully that makes sense. So this here is my first chain 4 loop, and we're going to go into this very first chain to slip stitch. So we're going to go right here, and we're going to slip stitch. So what I'm going to do here, you can see this is the front side, so you don't see what we just did here, but if you flip it over to the other side, you can see all of our chain 4 loops on that side. Now we're ready for row 4. So row 4 is actually going to be worked into these chain 4 spaces that we completed in the previous round. So we're working round 4 into this space right here. So what we're going to do into the first chain 4, we're going to single crochet, we are going to chain 1, we're going to place a half double crochet, and then this time we're going to place 2 treble crochets. So there's our first treble crochet, and here's our second treble crochet. Then we go a half double crochet, we're going to chain 1 and then slip stitch, all in that chain 4 space. Now we go to the next chain 4 space, and we're going to repeat the process until we have 8 petals. So we're going to single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, 1 treble crochet, 2 treble crochets, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. And that's the second petal. Now we go into the next chain 4 space, single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, treble crochet, treble crochet, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. Next chain 4 space, single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, treble crochet, treble crochet, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. Halfway there. Next chain 4 space, single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, treble crochet, treble crochet, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. Next chain 4 space, single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, treble crochet, treble crochet, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. 2 left. So single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, treble crochet, treble crochet, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. Now we're going to go into our very final chain 4 space, and again we're going to place a single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, treble crochet, treble crochet, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. And that completes round 4. Round 5 is another round that's going to be worked on the back side of this flower. So for this round, we're going to chain 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to the back side of the petal. And then just like the previous rounds, we're going to slip stitch around the slip stitch from the previous row. Remember, all of our petals ended with a slip stitch, so that's the stitch that we are slip stitching around. So chain 5, come to the back side of the petal, come from the back, go across the front, go down to the back again, and slip stitch around that slip stitch from the previous row. So I'm going to have 8 chain 5 spaces around this flower. Chain 5, come to the back and slip stitch around that slip stitch, chain 5, slip stitch, chain 5, slip stitch, chain 5, and slip stitch again, chain 5, and this very last chain 5, just like in the previous one, we're going to slip stitch into that very first chain of the first chain 5 loop here. So again, there's my chain 5 loop. We're going right into that stitch right there. So we'll slip stitch here. Again, staying on the back side of that petal. So again, you don't see those loops on the front side, but if you flip it over, you can see them on the back side. Now we're ready for row 6. So row 6 is going to be worked into those chain 5 loops that are on the back side of my flower. So into this first chain 5 loop, we're going to place a single crochet. We're going to chain 1. We are going to half double crochet. We're going to treble crochet, treble crochet, and treble crochet. Half double crochet, chain 1, and then slip stitch, and that creates that petal. So in the first round we did 1 treble crochet, in the second petal we did 2 treble crochets, and in the third petal we're doing 3 treble crochets. Now we're going to work into the next chain 5 loop. We're going to place a single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, then 3 treble crochets, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. So there's 2 petals. We're going to go into the next chain 5 space. We're going to go single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, 1 treble crochet, 2 treble crochets, 3 treble crochets. We're going to half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. Next chain 5 space, single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, 3 treble crochets. So there's 1, 2, and 3. We're going to place another half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. Next chain 5 space, single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, treble, 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 half, chain 1, slip stitch. Next chain 5 space, single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, treble, treble, and treble, half double crochet, chain 1, slip stitch. We have 2 left. So single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, treble crochet, treble crochet, and treble crochet, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. 1 more petal here. So single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, treble crochet, treble crochet, treble crochet, half double crochet, chain 1, and slip stitch. And then because that is our last petal of this flower, we are going to now slip stitch into this very first single crochet of the very first petal of this row. So we're going to go right into this space and slip stitch. Now we're going to cut our flower free from the yarn. We're going to fasten off. Now at this point, you could either use these yarn tails to sew your flower onto some sort of item like a headband or a hat, or you could come to the back side and weave in your ends. It's really up to you. If your middle space has gotten a little big again like this has and you don't want it to look like that, all you have to do is grab this tail right here and pull tight again, and then you would want to fasten it so it creates that smaller hole. And that completes our crocheted flower. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos, and give me some feedback on it. Give me a like or a comment, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.